You can. Excellent. Excellent. That's very good. Who is Vile Richard? Well, that really just depends on what day of the week it is or where I am. Actually, Vile Richard is a band, but Vile Richard is also sometimes just me. So sometimes I'll play solo. Sometimes I'll have other backing musicians, depending on where the gig is and who can make it, things like that. And yeah, it's sort of a loosely defined musical group.
What makes you different from other bands?
What makes us different from other bands is that we do like to try a lot of new things. Sometimes with the band, I'll maybe have 3 percussionists and just myself. Sometimes it'll be a trio of guitar, bass, and drums. And sometimes we'll even do sort of different things, like our friend Francois Melange will come out and juggle fire while we play. And sometimes there are longer interludes where he juggles the fire and the band actually plays off him. And sometimes there's even dancing and things like that. So we're always trying to try something a little bit different.
Describe your music.
Our music it's guitar based. It's guitar driven pop. It fits well into the indie genre, and it's usually sad stuff.
For you, what's the most important thing about playing?
Well, the most important thing about playing for me is the fact that I'm able to play live, and that we can do live gigs, and that I can interact with the people who are listening. I really enjoy that whole live experience. I like being in the studio, but I don't like the hours and hours that it takes to put something together. For me, it's more important to actually just get out, play your instrument, and just have a good time.
What's the hardest part about being indie?
Well, the hardest part, there are a lot of good things about being indie, but the hardest part about being indie is that it's tough for people to know who you are, people even to know that you're out there. And it's really difficult sometimes to get people to listen to your music. With the way the internet is, it's a lot easier now, but it's still, you don't have that advantage of having people put ads in the paper for you and push your songs to radio stations, things like that. So it's important for indies to band together and to be able to promote each other rather than just working independently.
And what does the future hold for you?
Well, there's a lot of great stuff in the future for Vile Richard. We're working right now with a group of indie musicians, and we've just released a compilation CD called Consider This. You can read out more about it at torontoindiemusic.com. And what that is a group of 12 bands have gotten together to do a compilation CD. And it's actually a really good CD. I'm not saying that because I'm on it, but it's actually a very good CD. And we're working together to promote each other. We're doing gigs together in Southern Ontario and even outside of the province as well for this summer. And we're looking to push this for the next year and then to see what happens.